Have you ever felt alone, desolate, or abandoned in your journey of life? It's a question that resonates with many of us, isn't it? It's a universal experience, one that can feel overwhelming and isolating. But let's pause for a moment and take a look at Psalm 34:22. This verse reads, "The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants, and none of them that trust in him shall be desolate." It's a powerful statement, one that offers a beacon of hope in the face of despair. But what does it truly mean? And how can it change our understanding of trust? Trust, in its essence, is a fundamental aspect of our lives. It's the foundation of our relationships, the cornerstone of our faith, and the key to our spiritual growth. Trusting in the Lord isn't just about believing in his existence. It's about acknowledging his sovereignty, recognizing his wisdom, and embracing his love. It's about surrendering ourselves completely to his will, confident in the knowledge that he has our best interests at heart. And what's the result of this trust? A promise of redemption. The Lord redeemeth the soul of his servants. To redeem is to set free, to liberate, to release from bondage. It's a promise of deliverance, of salvation, of freedom. When we trust in the Lord, we are redeemed. Our souls are set free from the chains of despair, doubt, and desolation. But it's not just about redemption. The verse goes further to declare that none of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Desolation here represents loneliness, hopelessness, and abandonment. But the promise of the Lord is clear. Those who trust in him will never be desolate. They will never be alone, never be abandoned, never be without hope. So, as we navigate the winding paths of life, let's hold on to this promise. Let's foster a deep, unwavering trust in the Lord, knowing that it's the key to our redemption, our liberation, our hope. Psalm 34:22 offers a comforting promise. Trust in the Lord, and you will never be desolate. But what does Psalm 34:22 truly mean? It's a question that has intrigued many, and today we're going to explore its profound depths. At the heart of this verse is the word redeemeth, a term that carries immense significance within the Christian faith. In its simplest form, redeemeth means to buy back, to reclaim, to restore. It's a beautiful concept, really. Imagine you've lost something precious, something irreplaceable. Now picture that item being returned to you, not just as it was, but better, restored to its full glory. That's the essence of redemption. But with God, it goes even deeper. In the Bible, redemption is more than just a transaction or an exchange. It's a transformative process, one that reshapes and renews. When God redeems, he doesn't just restore us to our former selves, he makes us new creations, free from the weight of sin and the burdens of our past. Now, let's take a moment to consider the second part of this verse. None of them that trust in him shall be desolate. Here the term desolate stands in stark contrast to redemption. It conveys a sense of abandonment, of being utterly alone and forsaken. But the verse offers a promise. It assures us that those who trust in God, those who place their faith in him, will never find themselves in this desolate state. God's redeeming love ensures that we are never abandoned, never forgotten. Even in our darkest moments when all seems lost, he is there, ready to redeem, to restore, to make us whole again. So when we delve into Psalm 34:22, we find a profound message of hope and assurance. It reminds us of God's redeeming love, his promise to restore and renew. And it assures us that no matter how difficult our circumstances, no matter how desolate we may feel, God is always there, ready to redeem. Thus, Psalm 34:22 assures us that those who trust in God will never be forsaken or left in a state of despair. So, what does it mean to trust in the Lord? Let's delve into that together. Trust, in its simplest form, is a firm belief in the reliability, truth, or ability of someone or something. When it comes to our relationship with God, trust takes on a deeper, more profound meaning. Just like in any relationship, trust is the bedrock of our connection with God. It's a belief not only in his existence, but also in his unwavering love and goodness. Trusting in God means believing that he has a plan for us, even when we can't see it. It's like being in a dark room and knowing that there's a door somewhere. You can't see it, but you trust it's there. Trust in God is a two-way street. It's not just about us placing our faith in him, but also about him trusting us to follow his guidance. It's about surrendering our fears, our doubts, our need for control, and putting it all in God's hands. Just as we trust a friend to catch us when we fall, we trust God to guide us through life's challenges. Now, why is such trust important? Well, it's because trust in God brings peace. It calms our storms, eases our worries, and gives us the strength to face our battles. It's like a safety net, always there to catch us when we stumble. We trust in God not because we see Him physically, but because we feel His presence in our lives. We see His work in our blessings, in the beauty of nature, in the kindness of others. We trust in Him because we know that He is always there, ready to catch us, ready to guide us, ready to love us. So, placing trust in God is not a passive act. It's a daily choice, an active decision to believe that He will guide us, protect us, and give us strength. It's about letting go and letting God. Trust in God is not just about believing in His existence, it's about relying on Him in every aspect of our lives. Now let's delve into the promise of redemption. In the Christian faith, redemption is a powerful concept that speaks to the heart of God's relationship with humanity. It's a promise, an assurance that echoes throughout the ages in the whispers of divine love. When we speak of redemption, we speak of God's unyielding commitment to reclaim, renew, and restore the souls of His servants. God's redemption is more than just a theological concept. It's a real, tangible expression of His love for us. It's His promise to make all things new, to mend what is broken, and to bring healing where there is hurt. This is not a promise to be taken lightly. It's a promise that brings hope and peace to believers, a beacon of light in a world that can often seem dark and chaotic. When we trust in God, we become recipients of this promise. We become partakers in the divine plan of redemption. This means that no matter how far we may stray, no matter how lost we may feel, God is always ready to redeem us, to bring us back into His loving embrace. It's a promise that none who trust in Him shall be desolate. The beauty of this promise lies in its inclusivity. It's not restricted to a select few or reserved for the holiest among us. It's a promise for everyone who chooses to trust in God. It's a promise that speaks of His ceaseless love, His boundless mercy, and His unwavering commitment to His servants. The promise of redemption is a testament to the depth of God's love. It's a reminder that we are never alone, that we are always loved, and that we are eternally precious in His eyes. And so we can move forward in faith, knowing that our souls are secure in His hands. We can live with the assurance that no matter what happens, God's promise of redemption is steadfast. It's an anchor in the storm, a refuge in times of trouble, and a source of unending comfort and peace. The redemption offered by God is a promise of His unending love and mercy for His servants. So, what can we take away from Psalm 34:22? This profound verse underscores the power of trust and the promise of redemption. It reminds us that faith is not a one-way relationship, but a covenant where we trust in the Lord, and He, in turn, redeems us. His redemption is not a mere transaction, but a transformation of the soul. We've delved into the depth of Psalm 34:22, and we've discovered its promise is far from superficial. It's a promise of salvation, a guarantee of redemption, and a testament to the unwavering love of the Lord. It's an encouragement to trust, no matter the circumstances, and a comfort to know that none who trust in Him will be left desolate. As we conclude, let's carry this message of hope in our hearts. Remember, in the words of Psalm 34:22, "The Lord redeemeth the soul of His servants, and none of them that trust in Him shall be desolate." So keep your faith in Him and experience His redeeming love.